guys, Mr. Ben here. Let's get straight into it. Let's go to the patterns beat maker. The first beat I'm going to show you how to make is a reggaeton beat. This is super simple. You hear this beat a lot in Albania. This is the bum ka kind of beat. The kick and the hi-hat go on the 1 and also the 5. Now the snare goes over here on the 4 and the 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. You can do it again, same thing. Okay, let's have a listen. Doesn't sound so good. What do we need to do? Two things. We need to change the tempo first to 100 BPM. We need to change the sound of the drum kit. Here, the kit that I liked, you can change it if you like. I like the cream kit, this one. Let's take a listen. Much better. That's literally the basic reggaeton drum pattern. Easy. Now, if you want to take this up a notch, you could go in here and instead of adding the normal patterns beat maker, we could use a smart drummer. We haven't used this before. First, you have to click on the region here, and then this is going to create a whole beat for you. This is a new feature in Soundtrap. There's different kits here. You can play around with this. You can change how complex the beat is, how loud the beat is. You can add more things here or take things away. If we duplicate this beat all the way across here, let's have a listen now. You can see it changes throughout, some different things here, it adds some triplets here. This makes your beat way more interesting. If you want to take it even a step further, go to the drums. We're not going to use kick, snare, hi-hat. We're going to use the high tom, mid tom, low tom. And then you could add some toms to make it even more interesting. I'm just going to throw some in. I'm just doing something random. And then duplicate it. And now we have a nice beat with variation throughout. This is just the basic beat, just the drum. When you actually start making your own, you can change this beat, you can make your own beat, and then maybe I would go through and add some kind of loop or something that works with this track. So let me find something real quick. Now, as you can probably see, I found some guitar chords and I found two slightly different variations. I put one here, and alternated them to keep it interesting. Let's have a listen now. So that's it, beat 1 done. Next up, we're gonna make a UK drill kind of beat. This one is kick on the 1 and then the snare is over here on the 9. For the second half, kick on the 1 and then I'm gonna put one on the 5, again one on the 9. The hi-hat is the important bit in drill. This is where we're trying to get that tap 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 kind of rhythm. So we want 1 4 7 and then it repeats 1 4 7. So it's like 2 spaces 1 space. Same for the second half. Now when you start making your own, you can start adding in more hi-hats. So maybe in the second half of the loop, in the second bar, could add some more for variation like this. Before I hit play, we need to change the BPM to around 145, and let's change the drum kit to the sand kit. I like this one for UK drill. Again, you can change it to your own taste. Let's have a listen. Now the thing that really makes a UK drill sound is having an 808 bass. This is because it uses a glide between the notes. And then I would take it down an octave to make it even lower. Let's have a listen. Okay, my internet's playing up, but you get the idea. You can record your own bass yourself and then you have a UK drill beat done. And the last beat we're going to make is a trap beat. So this time we're going to get a little bit more complex. I'm going to show you some new techniques and tricks. So first of all, the kick on the 1, the snare all the way over here on the 9 again. Then I'm going to put the next kick on the 13. I'm not going to put one on the 1 here, and then I'm going to put one on the 5, 8, 9, 10, 11 right here. The snare on the 9 again, and then the hi-hats, we're just going to keep it simple for now, because I'm going to show you another technique. Start off putting it on all the odd numbers, and before we press play, let's put this to around 140 BPM. I made a mistake. This kick should have been here. Let's listen again. That is just a simple trap beat. I'm going to show you a few different tricks. First thing I'm going to do is going to add the clipper effect. Let's listen. This gives it a little bump, makes it hit a little harder. Next thing we're going to do, I'm going to duplicate this. I'm going to duplicate this 2 times. For the first one, I'm going to edit, grab all of these. So I'm grabbing the hi-hats and the snares, delete. The second one, the hi-hats again, let's delete the hi-hats and let's delete the kicks. So we just got the snare on this one, and the last one, hopefully you've guessed it already, let's grab the kicks and the snares. So now we have the kick, the snare and the hi-hat all separate. Why is this useful? Well, because now we can find different sounds for each element in our kit. For example, on the snare, I'm going to use butterfly kit. For the hi-hats, I'm going to use this one, drill heat. And now let's listen to this. Still simple. Now, to make this even more interesting, we're going to go into the hi-hats. We talked in class a little bit about triplet notes. Now, how do you get those triplet notes? Well, you can't do it in the patterns beatmaker because there's only 16 steps here. But if we go into the piano roll, grab all the notes, you can either grab them like this, or you can press Command A. And if we zoom in a little bit, I'm going to shorten by half the notes. Now, if I click on here, now we can come in and we can start drawing in extra notes. For example, here, we could do a little triplet. Over here, could put a little triplet. Let's listen now. And you can draw in a bunch, but don't go too crazy. But now we have some triplets, sounds much nicer. So the drums are sounding pretty good. Now, one more thing I'm going to do for the bass. I'm going to go for this one. We want it nice and low. I could record it myself and play it on the keys, but here is another pretty cool trick. This is our kick at the top here. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to come down here and I'll paste the same pattern because this is just MIDI notes. Now listen to this. Because in trap music, the kick and the bass are often linked. They're played at the same time. So that's all I've done, playing the bass note and the kick drum at the same time. And we can even do something really cool because we can edit the notes. All I'm going to do is take this note up a notch. So now this one is playing a C and a C sharp. Let's have a listen. So simple, so effective. Then I would probably come and add some kind of loop to this. Often in trap, they'll use some kind of dark piano sound. You can play the piano, you can drag a loop in, do whatever you want, be as creative as you like. That was 3 different beats, 3 different genres, easy, done. Enjoy. Let me know if you have any questions, put them in the comments. Peace.